Good day, farmers. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel and liking my page. It gives me more motivation to give you more details for those people, especially who are outside the country, who want to farm back here in Zimbabwe. As I said, Zimbabwe has got its opportunities. Those who are doing it on large scale and those who are doing it on small scale. Don't say that the small scale farmer has got no opportunity. There are opportunities for them. But now today we're going to talk about the pigs. The pigs and the breeds which are normally found in Zimbabwe. There is quite a large variety of breeds, but I would just like to draw down on the ones which I believe easily found and which people would say that they have. Getting pure breeds, I think the only best place to go get them in Zimbabwe is PIG. Anyone who sells them to you, trust me, you will not really get pure breeds. You're going to get mixed breeds, and they will tell you it's a pure breed, but to be honest with you, they will be all mixed breeds. So the ones which we normally have in Zimbabwe, first let me start with the Jurok, mainly brown in color, big body frame, hardy. When it comes to kidding, it's not really, it does not produce a big litter of kids. So the Jurok, brown in color, but very good, resistant to a lot of diseases in Zimbabwe. So it's a very good breed to keep. The males really can gain anything. The thing is that also it comes back to feed. I don't want to give you figures whereby they tell you, oh, a pig grows to 200 kg. 200 kg, yes, it's possible, but it's how you're keeping those pigs to get to 200. They tell you 2 kgs per day. Yes, you may give them 2 kgs per day, but that does not necessarily mean that they will grow big. And I believe that why I've always decided to be very honest is in Zimbabwe, we are not a country which uses a lot of antibiotics when it comes to feed, which stimulates growth. So therefore, you will find that a person who will say to you, a pig will be big in 6 months. Trust me, I do not believe that that's very much. It will reach 80, 90 kgs in 6 months. I really don't believe, unless you're feeding them by antibiotics and a lot of other things. But if you're just giving them straight feed, at least 8 to 9 months, you should have a pig which is at least in the about 80 to 90 kg category. So as I said, we have got the Jurok. The next pig that I want to talk about is the large white. Large white pig, it's normally, as it says, it's white. Large body frame, very good at having kids. This is one of those pigs which can get up to 12 kids at any given time. So this is one pig that you could look at putting on your farm. But as I said, they're also very prone to diseases. To be honest with you, large white, I've had one large white. It has been prone to diseases, but it's one that does a lot of kids for you. If you want anything, it can start off anything between 7 to 12, sometimes to 18. But also, as I said, when you're doing this purchasing of stock, please find someone who is well versed in understanding. That's why I would say that in Zimbabwe, if you really want to do piggery as a starting point, don't go and buy from people. Go buy from PIG. And because yes, it may cost you money, but you're going to get pure breeds, very pure breeds, which will not be mixed, because they are really doing it on a professional level. Yet the other places, I've not seen anyone else. All the farmers I have gone to or visited, they normally do mixed breeds. So what would we say? Take the large white and mix it together with the Jurok. You get a much more hardier breed of pigs. Female. So now we want to talk complicated, but let me go simple. The females, look for large whites, because they will do a lot for you, a lot of kids for you. The male, I would say, do a Jurok. Those are the two major breeds that I believe are the first stumbling blocks in Zimbabwe. The next other breed that we have is the spot. The next pig that I'm going to talk about is the spotted black pig. I hope I've said it correct. If not, I'll put the proper name at the bottom. For me, that is the male pig that I do have on this farm. So I hope I will show you a pink, or probably in one of the links, I'll show you the pigs that we do have. So the spotted black pig does for me well. It's hardy. It's now mixed. It's now a mix between a spotted black and what's this called, and a Jurok. That's the breed that I do have. Now, another one that we do have is the Landrace. Landrace is very good for bacon. This is the more of a bacon pig that is around. It's got a long body frame, short in stature, and really puts on good weight. This is something that is available in Zimbabwe, but as I said, again, PIG. Food formulations. I've seen so many people doing formulations and giving you all things. For a person who's starting, it's going to cost you quite a lot to do the straight feed. That I do not want to lie to you, it is costly because it's about $30 per bag for 50 kgs of feed. You're feeding, and then you now need to say roughly 2 to 3 kg per pig every day, times the number of days that you are feeding it. A thing that I also think that people forget is that pigs, as much as you're giving them feed, they have got to have abundance of water. They should never have a time where they run out of water. The water actually helps them gain more weight. So these are the things that I believe help for the pigs on the pig side. Normally, deworming, it's Agrivet, Farm and City, 5-Vet, veterinary services in Zimbabwe. You will find things for deworming. They will give you a brochure of what you need to do to when you want to do pigs. That they will give you a proper brochure which will show you how to feed them, but also be patient. They will not grow as fast as people will tell you. Reasons is that I don't believe that most of our foods that we get from our vets, from the mixers that are being mixed, actually have got a lot of antibiotics. There I do want to say to you, they do not have a lot of antibiotics. So therefore the growth will be a bit slow. But the advantage about pigs in Zimbabwe is that as much as it comes back to the simple thing called market. Market at first will, if you go big at once, please find a market before you start. If you're going to go slow, you will find that it will not be very difficult for you to sell your pigs, because once people get to know that you've got pigs, you obviously tell your families, your friends, members that I've got pigs. Trust me, people will start buying as long as they're slaughtered correctly, they're healthy. People will buy, and those are your repeat customers, and once they become your repeat customers, they will also bring in other people. So the market for pigs, I've found from my own experience, has been, when I started it's very slow, and now I get a lot of people who keep on asking me, do you have pigs available? Sometimes I'm failing to meet demand because I'm not yet at that. I've got a figure that's in my head whereby I believe that once I reach that figure, I'm not able to really be able to maximize and always be able to provide for them. So these are the challenges that you do have with pigs. But as I said, if you start small and then you find your own market slowly, you will find that you will not have a problem with people buying and selling of your pigs. I think that is the best I can give for advice for those people who want to do piggery in Zimbabwe. Best place to buy your pigs, one summary, go to PIG in Zimbabwe. They will give you pure breeds. It's found in Harare, just outside of Harare, and the other one I think is in Bulawayo, if I'm correct. Those are the two places where they are. The other people, anyone who tells you, oh, I'm selling pure breeds, be careful, you're just buying mixed breeds. There, I'm going to be very honest with you, in Zimbabwe, I've not really found people who are really doing pure breeds, unless if you go to probably a university or a college which does piggery. Those will be other options. You're looking at, for piglets, you're looking at anything between $30 to $60 for a starting breed. Understand that when you're now selling, you're selling them at about $3 to $3.50 per kg for when you're at slaughtered weight. Now, as I said, the slaughtered weight is also, if you go to the butcher is going to smack you, probably is going to ask you for $2.50 per kg. But if you have got the quantities, it's not a problem. If you don't have the quantities, then you will find that also when it comes to the feed, it will then become very challenging. So as I said, for a 50 kg bag of feed, let's say starter, grower, finisher, just roughly you peg yourself at $30 per bag of 50 kg, and the injections, the medications that is needed, you're not going to spend more than another $100 total for those kind of things. But as I say, it's all about trial and learn. Pigs, as I also say, even though you may be outside the country, you could actually do it, because this is something that's a bit big. It's not easy. easy to get away with. But where they will probably start hitting you is on the feed. I had also an incident with my own employees who were stealing the feed and selling to other farmers. So that is a challenge that you will have when you're outside the country. Even though I was here, when I disappeared, they would sell the feed. But sooner or later, you end up catching them. Thank you.